Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to more turn-based tactical action in Menace, where we're continuing the mission with the B team. Last session saw us engage with the rogue army for the first time, and truth be told, I am very, very pleased with how that went. It was phenomenal. We were able to hold a line, we took minimal losses, and we were able to wreck, among other things, mech after mech after mech. On top of that, we were just destroying enemy cohesion, we were forcing them on the back foot. It was so good, and all that while having an injured squad leader on the battlefield. Very pleased with how that went too. But folks, I'm being very careful. While I feel really good about this, I'm not going to allow it to turn into overconfidence, especially as we head into what's probably going to be the hardest mission in this entire operation as we try and defend this outpost. Again, I'm driven primarily, yes, by the reward on offer, which is either a rogue army item or vehicle. This could be immensely beneficial, not just in the short term, but the long term as well, or it could be a complete waste of time and energy. There's only one way to find out, but the risk is very much worth the potential reward. So we're going to go in to defend this outpost and probably take some losses. But fact of the matter is that we've actually been doing really well for quite a bit of time now, that I'm not too worried. Even in a worst case scenario where we lose a lot of squaddies, honestly, now that we're close to 60 squaddies, things are feeling pretty good. We've done very well in just managing our losses overall and keeping people, in the fight despite being burnt to a crisp at times. Like we've done pretty well. So I'm not as nervous as I used to be, where one bad mission could spell the end of the entire campaign. Now that could still happen if I lose, a bunch of squad leaders and I'm not able to recover them. Like that's still possible, obviously, but it's not as easily possible as it was even, maybe 2 operations ago, 3 operations ago. So feeling overall much better, much more secure. And there it is, I've jinxed it. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and focus on what's ahead of us now, which is this defend outpost mission. I want to quickly address first that I am generally pretty pleased with how folks were set up for that previous mission. It went quite well, but of course, Bog is back now. He's no longer weary, so it'll cause some adjustments to have to be made. But overall, I'm pleased enough that I don't think I'm going to pick anything up from the black market just quite yet. Instead, I'm going to wait to see what comes out of this upcoming mission, see what kind of, loot we end up with, what kind of actually usable equipment we end up with, and then figure out the trade value we have access to figure out what we want to pick up. There's the target designator, which I'm almost certainly going to grab, but do we also want to get a second VMAT missile? Right? These have been quite effective. 1 use, 1 kill, and quite a critical kill too, so maybe I want another one of these. Do I want to get one of these recon skybots? Do I grab myself another disposable AT launcher? There's a lot of good stuff in the black market right now, but it's all quite expensive, and I think I'd like to figure out my total trade value that I have available to me before I start making picks. And then on top of that, things change based on loot, based on mission rewards. At the beginning of the previous episode, grabbing a vehicle felt pressing because, once Bog was no longer weary, we'd have 2 pilots and we'd need a second vehicle. But, of course, from the loot of the previous battlefield, we got ourselves a walker, and now we don't need a vehicle as urgently anymore. So things change so quickly, which is why I'm not rushing to pick anything up right now, because we might have better opportunities if we just save up even until after this next mission, right? So we'll figure that out. Just wanted to address that really quickly as we dive on in to mission prep. So, first things first, like I said, Bog is no longer weary, and so he can return to action. And it's time to give Bog some legs. I think this makes sense for multiple reasons beyond just the opportunity to make that joke. And I've seen the comments mention that, Excande really earned that walker, and I hear you, I absolutely do. But I think I think this is what makes the most sense, and I'll explain why. So, for one, Excande, between the perks he has access to and just how he's built, as it were, in terms of stats and attributes and stuff, he makes a great cab, right? Sentry, for example, +1 cover level provided by his vehicle, which means if he rolls up with, say, Carta as mobile infantry, she steps out, she's able to use this vehicle for cover that much better. Beyond that, he has other perks and stuff as well that work quite well for this kind of use, and so he just makes sense to be the one in the cab-like vehicle. We will adjust his equipment, but this just makes sense. Bog, meanwhile, has, for example, recycled parts. It makes him automatically weaker in that forward position where he might get swarmed. Like Excande, by comparison, has prevents HP damage from the first attack each round down over here with Divine Intervention. He has things that literally make him that much more just capable and safe as the cab. So it just makes sense for us to get used to this kind of mix, I guess. And this might change, right? As we unlock more vehicles, as we get a heavier walker, as we get different track vehicles and stuff, this might change. But right now, this feels like the right call. So the light walker is for Bog, and he's going to go ahead and carry with him, I think, the autocannon, actually. We don't need a ground radar for this mission. The radar role was great for Bog, and he might return to it from time to time. But I think given the mission we're on right now, trying to defend this outpost, we need to have a bit of offensive capability, right, wherever we can. Good offense is the best defense, or whatever it is, right? And between all of our options here, I think I like the idea of the autocannon. But it's going to have to be paired with some extra ammo, because the autocannon has only so much. With that, though, I think Excande needs to go out with a laser lance. Basically unlimited ammo as long as he's able to keep it cool. He doesn't have access to the extra ammo that Bog does, so going in with a rocket launcher isn't as viable. The rocket organ is valuable, but again here we're probably going to be swarmed from multiple different directions just because of the map layout and stuff like that. I'm not as confident the enemy's going to clump up like they were doing for the previous one, where the capture zone was like kind of wide and short. So I think the laser lance makes more sense. Also because it'll give us, compared to the rocket launcher, not just, again, infinite ammo, so to speak, it'll also give us the higher armor pen. Lower hit point damage, lower armor damage, just all that, for sure, but better range and better armor pen, I think makes it the right call. I've noticed the accuracy modifier on the rocket launcher, and that does make me wonder if we go in with the rocket launcher here instead. Oh, the autocannon's so cool, though. Let's stick with it. Let's stick with it. Cool. So Excande with the laser lance on the light troop carrier. No second weapon. We might have to dump the VMAT or something, despite how much I just talked it up, because just take a look at our supply. There's going to be some adjusting needed here. Tech for 1. Let's go ahead and drop your squatty count down to 2. You don't need small arms protective plating. You can go in with a soft armor instead. But these 2 accessories we do need. Down over here, Suchin, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the Rend ammo because, as it was pointed out to me, it literally says this on the tooltip, but it's the bottom bullet point, and I missed it during the previous episode. It only applies to projectile-based squad weapons. Now, that's what I thought, that's what I remembered, but while recording, streamer brain, as it were, slipped my mind, and I've always had this problem of not wanting to be stuck on tooltips and menus for too long while I'm recording, so I didn't read that bottom bullet point. These things happen, folks. These things happen. Let's go ahead and get rid, then, of the Rend ammo, and we're actually not going to give it to Wetteroth. It's been suggested that, Wetteroth might take up the role that Suchin once had, and that might be the case in certain situations, but against the rogue army, at least based on the previous mission, the K-Pack with armor penetration, or armor piercing, I should say, worked out quite nicely, and so we might stick to this. Either we'll stick to this, or we'll get rid of this ammo if we have to make our supply, right? But on the topic of making our supply, let's go ahead and reduce Pike's squatty count as well. And let's get rid of the crowbar. Dang, we're still quite far away. We might have to drop quite a bit, actually. Like, if I get rid of the armor-piercing ammo, for example, it gets us close. I could reduce a squatty here or a squatty there, I suppose, but I don't know if that's the right call. Do I drop the VMAT? Immediately solves our problem. We can go ahead and get rid of the extra ammo over here. Oh, we're so close. Dropping the VMAT now doesn't feel like it makes sense. I could drop the disposable AT, but we know these guys like to come in with walkers and stuff, right? So that feels useful. I don't think I can get rid of the ammo bag, because again, if we're relying on the minigun, we need all the uses we can get out of it. There's that. Mines are helpful in a mission like this because they can kind of... Placed well, they can guarantee damage on the enemy, right? Do I drop the camo kit? Nah, that's useful even when defending, because we can get close and RPG enemies and stuff like that. Binoculars give us vision. Obviously, there are some towers, but binoculars give us mobility and a vision, I should say. Maybe Wetteroth just, like, drops a squatty. That is really all it would take. The other option is Carta drop something, or... Jeez. Wetteroth? Yeah, okay, let's take a chance here. Let's drop a squatty. And does that open up, like, smokes or anything? No. It does open up extra ammo. Oh, you know what I could probably do instead? Hang on a second. Oh, Suchin's actually low on squatties too. We need to top Suchin up with the laser rifle for sure. Okay, so glad I double checked. Let's go ahead and... Damn it, I had an idea. Now I've lost it. Right, let's go ahead and get rid of the K-Pack up here. -19. Maybe we have to drop the VMAT. I don't want to drop the flamethrower because if push comes to shove with only 2 squatties, Pike is going to rely on his special weapon. And the VMAT's starting to feel like the extra item here. Again, despite its value. Despite its value so far, I should say. Yeah, let's go ahead and unequip, and we're just making the cut. Now, in the future, obviously, we're not going in with the entire, you know, party, as it were. People are going to be kept behind, so on and so forth. So we will have more supply and versatility and all that good stuff. But here, these early missions against the Rogue Army, as I'm getting familiar with them, I want to have the full team out there just to kind of test and poke and understand things. But boy, how glad am I that all those times where I said, I'm not going to take a promotion right now because, you know, it's going to potentially impact supply in this way or that way. How glad am I that I made those decisions in the past? Working out right now, at least. But yeah, this feels good. I'm glad I noticed that Suchin was suboptimal there. Everyone else seems to be well set up. Got the extra ammo here. Got the mines here. Extra ammo and disposable AT here. Extra ammo, binoculars, camo. Yeah, this all feels good. Hopefully this works out as intended. Now let's look at the battlefield. So here's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Endless reinforcements, right? So that's one thing. I'm thinking this safety is an illusion. I'm thinking almost certainly, at least these guys are going to come around this way because their straight approach is blocked, so we can't assume safety here. Also, again, endless reinforcements, so eventually something's going to show up over here. So you just got to be ready for that. We've got 3 towers that we can take advantage of. Towers or bunkers. I'm going to assume, just based on the rest of this layout, it's going to be towers. And one in quite an advanced location that I think tech would be best suited for. Coming up here, posting up, using the minigun to just keep people suppressed, pinned, that kind of thing, right? So that's one thing. There's a lot of angles to cover here. We will want, I think, Wetteroth and Suchin to be working together. They made an excellent pair previously. Wetteroth, let's get you down here into the tower ASAP, because again, he's our scout as well, so it makes sense for him to pop in there. And then Suchin, buddy, right next to him, I think. Yeah, that makes sense to me. These are... Oh, you know, this is mountains probably, right? Because on in the one biome, they represent lakes. In this biome, I'm pretty sure they represent mountains. So that's some proper cover if we need it. So, Carta, what if you deploy here and take cover up there? Pick people off as they come closer. And you'll have Exconde to support you. Again, making these two as a pair, because in the future, with Carta being mobile infantry potentially, and Exconde being the cab potentially, I want to see how they operate together in an offensive capacity as well, and what might need changing and things like that. But actually, Exconde, let's put you up all the way up here first. So you can lay mines down where we know the enemy's coming from, and then we'll maybe pull Esconde back to lay mines down over here to protect this side. And then we'll pull Esconde back up this way. That feels inefficient. What if I pop you down, like, over here? Mines down here first, roll up, mines down here second. That just makes more sense. Why am I doing all this back and forth? Yeah, that sounds right. Pike. Some sort of central position for you, but still got to keep you in cover, keep you safe, obviously. Yeah, don't want you getting picked off from a distance. And Bog, what to do with you, bud? Geez, maybe, maybe just down here for now? Able to kind of quickly shift to this side if we need to protect the east. Stay down here while we have to protect the south, and kind of round the bend on this building to protect the west if needed. It feels like the right call. Pike is the one I'm most nervous about, exposed right from the beginning. But as long as we can keep the enemy at bay, which is challenging, right? But as long as we can keep them at bay, we won't get spotted and we won't get hit. Easy. Easy. That's simple. It's that simple. But I think this is a good setup. I think this is a good starting situation. And so I think with one last quick glance over equipment, we can make our way to the battlefield.
God shall see to us all, but I will see to our enemies.
Right. One thing I forgot to check is time of day and weather conditions. It is nighttime, which means we've got -2 vision range, reduced detection, and reduced accuracy. That should actually work to our benefit for the most part here. Fair enough. Fair enough. Who rolls out first? Cardo? Bit of scouting? No, actually, you know what? Tech here is going to actually pseudo-scout for us. I didn't realize he'd be able to get to the watchtower, like right off his first action. I just figured he'd reveal a bit of the fog of war down over here, take some cover, but I didn't realize he'd make it all the way down, which is going to be huge for us because, again, just as a reminder, watchtowers do give increased view range and detection as well. Oh, well, what do you know? What do you know? Okay, we got a rogue army officer down over here. Okay, fair enough. They can shoot tech from that range, but they cannot see tech from that range, which is great. It's going to force them to pull forward, and tech might be able to take care of them right at the top of the next round, which is nice. Okay, cool. Cool. Carta, you're scouting next. Or actually, you know, I guess technically Wetteroth, get you up here. You can scout next. Not surprised, nothing to see. Now, Carta. Get you up to here. Nothing to see. Fair enough. Take a knee. You're good. Looks like there's something to see after all. But they can't see us. Beautiful. Alright. Esconde. Hope I haven't screwed this up. Hope I haven't screwed this up. 1, 2... Actually, no. Enemy coming through will likely take cover here and then here. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then hope that the mines actually land where I need them to. Nice. I think that's pretty good. And then let's roll up to here. That's not so great. That's not so great. I think I know what I want to do. Move you up to there. Pike. Go ahead and take command. Maybe take cover up here? I'm worried. Right now he's giving us good vision down here as well, alongside Bog. So maybe I keep him where he is for the time being. No one needs rallying, no targets can be called out or anything. The only thing I can do is move him. We can take command of everybody in this vicinity. Tech is obviously too far away, but that's not going to be solved. So sure, let's go ahead and take a knee for the time being and call it there. And that means that Esconde can roll up to here and lay mines down here. 4 or 5. Can I put one down there? Oh, out of reach, right. Sure, let's do it like this. I was hoping to cover, like, likely places where the enemy's going to take cover as well, but let's be real, they're going to try and make a beeline towards the capture zone, right? So hopefully that'll work out just as fine. Turn to face that way, and see more enemies come through. Oh, what to do with you, bud? Threats are growing to the south here, as it were. So maybe we position you accordingly. Just worried about leaving this flank exposed. Very exposed, actually. I'm very nervous about this this side. Yeah, sure. Let's roll you up to here. You good? Let's see what they get up to now. A lot of them. Oh, right. Sachin. Where to put you, bud? Roll you down to here? Something's got to come from here, eh? Can't just be empty. Pull you up to there instead. Take a knee. Decent cover, but no cover from the bottom, which is a little worrying, I guess. Yeah, take cover up there, I think. Sure. Take a knee. Let's see what the enemy gets up to now. There's more of them up here. Maybe Sachin should have come up as opposed to down. These guys are going to come close enough for Tech to do something about. Beauty. And there it is, okay. Now, these guys can't actually see us. They can shoot us if they do see us, but they can't see us. So, fair enough. Same thing up over here. They could shoot us if they could see us, but they can't see us. So we're okay for now. Down over here, these guys can see Tech. And they can mostly shoot Tech. So Tech, pull out the minigun, and keep yourself alive. Oh, crap. Alright, fair enough, I'll take that. Between these guys and these guys, I figure I fire on these guys because these guys can only really come up this way, right? I mean, if we see them going across the field, we'll be able to gun them down. But if they go up this way, they're going to meet a lot of resistance when they eventually arrive at the capture point. Whereas these guys, they could pull this way. We lose sight of them, and they could come up this way and flank us. So I feel like these guys are more important to get, hopefully, if all goes well, pinned down. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, cool. Excellent first couple salvos. Tech, you're good. And see, yeah, these guys are... Okay, they're pulling back. They're hidden. I don't know where they are. Ish. But I know if they're going to come back from this angle, we've got, we've got cover. So that's all well and good. Now, what do I do? Jeez. Arctic, can you hit these guys? You can. Heavy infantry. Decent armor. Can you hit him with the RPG? Nah. Just shy. What about up over here? Rogue Army Infantry? Oh, yeah, we can hit them. Good accuracy, full armor pen. What if, what if we start with this? If I take command of Esconde, we will end up with 140 action points, which means we can shoot the laser lance and vent to the laser lance. But if we use Exconde and then take command, you'll only be able to do one, because take command is only 40 action points, right? So, trying to figure that out. Alternatively, Carta can shoot 2 times versus 3 times. Let's start with Carta here, and then preserve take command for later. Fire away at the infantry up here, I think. Nice. Oh, very nice.
If you're going to run, run to church.
Got them pinned. Highly inefficient. Fire up there. We're not going to get them suppressed. We're barely going to do any damage. Feels like a waste of a use. Huh. I mean, I guess let's... These guys are pinned, so the likelihood of hitting them is extremely low, but let's try and finish them off, I think. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I almost killed another one. That's a shame, actually. But that's okay. Oh, what was that? Oh, no. Alright, well, that's a fun way to find out there's enemy artillery on the field. They're firing at Tech's last known location. Fair enough, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Damn. They're out of sight. We're gonna have to figure out how to deal with that. It's not too bad, but I'm worried about them scoring like a direct hit on something vital. Alright, that's okay, that's okay. I guess up over here, Wetteroth, can you... No, they're too far away. Suchin? Ah, they're too far away. Okay. Bog, definitely too far away, right? I let them come closer. They have to if they want to see us, so we'll leave that be. I guess the right call right now then is for Pike to take command of Exconde. That way he can shoot and vent, and probably the best we can hope for right now. I wonder if Pike should end up in the tower here, actually. He feels so exposed. You know, if enemies come from up top there or from over here, he's so exposed. I just don't know. Let's stay put for now. We still have some time, I think. Exconde, go ahead and pop a shot. Nice. Scratch one. Beautiful. And vent. Maybe that'll scare him off. Nope. These guys, they got some serious courage, huh? Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew they'd take... I did. I hope I said it out loud that I wanted to plant mines down there for this very reason. I was expecting this to be used as cover. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Wetteroth, can you shoot up there, actually? Oh, just shy. That's a bummer. Bog, if I roll you up... I can get you up to here. You can't shoot this turn, but you can shoot next turn, I guess. Sure, let's do that. And I almost wonder if I should deploy as well. That's a little scary, I'm not going to lie. Because I think they'll be able to see us next turn for sure. So that is a little scary. Alright, we're good. Oh, beautiful. These guys are going to roll up. I think that's within range of both Suchin and Wetteroth, if I remember correctly. Wetteroth, you first? Sure, why not? Go for it. Got him suppressed. Got him wavering. Got him pinned. Got him fleeing. Got him everything. Can we finish him off? Yes, we can. Well done, Wetteroth, buddy. Beauty. Beauty. No, has nothing to do with Suchin. Alright, I guess you just gotta stay put, buddy. Maybe I've overcommitted to this side. Maybe that's what I'm... Maybe that's what I'm seeing right now. Yeah. No, let's stay put. God damn, I don't know there's... How much more is gonna come from there? Pull back. The unfortunate thing is that that's such a good spot for cover. This isn't a bad spot either, of course. But we know there's enemy artillery down there, which is a little scary. This is decent cover as well. We can try and scramble to there. Alright, sure. Let's move up to here. I'm a little worried about this choice to separate from Weteroth, but like... What the hell was that? What's been designated? Damn, okay. Yeah, see, these guys can see Exconde at least. Bog. Shoot a couple rounds in these guys. Poor accuracy. They're considered in cover. I guess Carta could pop 2 rounds with the RPG. Low accuracy, but might cause the suppression I need. These guys have RPGs, so Exconde is exposed and in trouble. I think I should pull him back. Pop a shot and pull back into safety. I think that's the right call. Maybe draw them into some of these mines and suppress them as a result of that. And then Bog can get a more accurate shot and stuff as well. Yeah, that's the right call. That's the smart call. Let's go for it and hope the shot lands. No surprise. All we gotta do is pull back 1 tile. And we're okay. Nice. Very nice. Oh, that worked beautifully. That worked beautifully. Okay, but unfortunately now, Carta, Pike, Exconde, all very visible to whatever enemies are out there lurking in the dark. So, priority number 1 is these guys. Gotta finish them off. Gotta finish them off better than that, Bog. Come on. Okay. Start. Flamethrower won't get through the armor or anything. I'm thinking we take command of Carta.
Ready up my signal.
Stand. And,
Get to cover.
oh, crap. I thought that was... That's not great. Okay, we'll take a knee then. You guys back out. And Carta, you first. With the RPG, I think. Because that's what I need. Pike is still visible, unfortunately. So, we go for another one. This might be critical, actually. Hot damn. We're all hidden again. Again, a lot of range, as you've probably seen already, as you surmised, a lot of really long range on these rogue army units, which means that often we're going to be being hit by something that we can't see because they've got something that reveals us to them. So this kind of thing, you cannot let that happen. You cannot let that happen. Now these guys are already fleeing. I don't want to hurt them further. Turns out we didn't need to take command of Carta, but we did, so it is what it is. Maybe Carta needs to get ready to reposition down to here. I don't know if more is going to show up from there. But again, I'm worried about what's going to show up from here. Let's stand. And maybe pull back this way. Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe I should have stayed put to see if these guys break. But I guess we'll see the question mark disappear. Tech, are you up? I guess you're up. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and get the minigun out. Try and get these guys suppressed. And because these guys are in adjacent tiles, these guys should end up pinned down yet again. Fire away. Beautiful. Both pinned. And a bit of the same business up over here, I think. These guys pinned as well. Once more hidden, but of course there is that artillery piece down there, right? Okay, well done so far, Tech. Not too shabby at all. Right. Weteroth, can you... Oh, you can. And we might as well, right? No use just standing there doing nothing. Or I could start with Suchin getting into cover over here, and that way Weteroth can wait to see if something else reveals itself and shoot at that instead. So Suchin, buddy, down in here, I think. Decent cover. You could take a knee as well. Or I could roll you up to the the watchtower, I guess. Maybe that's the better call. Let's pull you up to here first. So nervous about God knows what being revealed. Take a knee just in case. And that's your turn. Alright, Weteroth, you're last up. Get the job done here. Nah, let's not waste any more uses of the weapon. That was pointless, right? Good for suppression, but these guys are already pinned, so that's that, I say. There's the artillery. Not too bad. Second one, because these guys, right, they're deployed now. Or wait. Or is that two of them? That looked like a... Crap. Uh-oh. That looked like a slightly different angle. So maybe there's actually two of them out there. Okay, we're still hidden, fortunately, but that is heavy infantry. Sachin just shy of being spotted. Do we start with you? Suppressed, suppressed, suppressed. If we start with Sachin, good accuracy, full armor pen. We can shoot twice. Finish these guys off before they can do anything. The only benefit of them coming closer would be slightly higher accuracy, I guess. I think this is probably fine. And probably the right call. Probably the right priority. Let's see how this does. Pretty well. Pretty well. I'd say that was pretty well. Let's, even though we don't know exactly where they are, let's fire blindly because we could get lucky. And I think we did. I think we very well did. Okay, good stuff. Sachin, stay put, I think. Yep. What was that? What was that whistle? I recognize it vaguely, but not well enough. Alright, Tech, I think you're up. I mean, I guess Weteroth, you could fire down here now. You could be the one that pins these guys down, and then Tech could potentially finish both of these units off. Sure. Is that good enough? Do I want to do more? Yeah, stay put. Save your uses. Tech, buddy. See, frankly, I could just use this on these guys and pin them down all the same. But I think what I'll do is I'll use the minigun here, pin these guys down, pin these guys down as well, and hopefully actually eliminate these guys. Oh, you know what else I could do is this. Finish both of them off. Bit of a waste. Because, like, I don't have, you know, 4 in a line. Well, let's see how this feels, actually. Alright, yeah, kills across both pinned. So, on the one hand, we would have pinned both and maybe eliminated this one, but here we pinned both and did damage to both. Fair enough. I'll take that, and all with just one use. Only 10 uses left, so I'm trying to be careful on that front. Let's go ahead and fire this down here. I know it's only a couple minimal shots, but maybe we'll get lucky, right? I mean, hey, we did damage. This guy's at half HP. That one dude that's left is at half HP there right now, so I'll take it. Alright, so they've started showing up over here. Does that mean Carta pulls back, or am I overreacting? Let's get you over to here. Oh, I love the shadows there. You guys haven't broken yet, so they might still come through. Take a knee there and see what comes. Oh man, I feel very well in an awkward spot here. Like, Bog is like neither here nor there, you know? Let's pull you back to here, bud. There's the artillery. I'm worried it's going to land like a really good hit at one point, and then I'll be in trouble. It is damaging the building here. I got to keep an eye out for that, right? If this building collapses with tech in it, we're in trouble. Pike. Right, what to do with you, bud? Stand you up and get you in a cover over here, maybe? Yeah, no one to take command of or anything, so stand you up. Pull you over to here, taking a bit of a chance, really. Take a knee. And Esconde, honestly, I mean... I guess we can roll you up to here, provide cover from this other side. If the enemy comes, we'll see them coming. They'll hit the mines or something. This feels pretty good, I think. Alright. Alright, so these guys did not break. They will be coming, it seems like. What do we do down over here? Start with tech, I suppose? Yeah, here's what we'll do. Start with tech. We're going to use this carbine, get these guys pinned again, or maybe finish them off. That's fine. And then down over here, I can get these guys pinned. Or, you know what, I can shoot these guys, try and get these guys pinned, and have the adjacency situation get these guys pinned as well. I don't think I need to use the minigun. Okay, you know, that's actually better. These guys are pinned. These guys are fleeing and not pinned, so they might actually break. Yeah, that plays out. The fact that no one else can do anything concerns me. Suchin, stand up and get in there. There we go. Can't see us yet. That's an auto. That's an autocannon team. Oh, okay, fair enough. Just a casual introduction. That's you, Suchin. They're gonna pull back. All right, I like that. That's right. That's right. Keep your distance. Bog. Might need to go hunting for these guys. I don't want to expose... It's always tempting, right, to send Bog out and get the job done. He's got decent range. All right, let's explore. Just a little, right? Because we do have to take care of those guys before they cause some serious damage.
Sir. Sir?
Arda, I mean... How do I approach the situation? Everything's, like, taken care of. Wetteroth, I guess... You guys are already pinned. Alright, Esconde, you stay put. That's your action. I'm trying to see what the enemy does, basically. Arda, stay put.
Sir.
Pike, stay put. There we go, finally. Reveal yourselves, dammit.
Yo, they strapped. What's about time?
Wetteroth? Of course not. Of course not. And I guess we may as well, and hope for the best, finish these guys off. Come on, there we go, beautiful. Might as well, right? There's like nothing else for him to do. There's no point preserving that much ammo either. We waited as long as we could, and that's your turn. Oh, look at that. I know exactly what I'm doing at the top of the next turn. Okay, that was scarily close to Bog there. Tech, buddy. Another one of these, please. What the doctor ordered. Where does the fourth one go? Sure, here. We'll see what this does.
Major, keep your eyes on this Marine.
Now some good stuff. That's some good stuff. And then one more use up over here.
I got him suppressed.
Bog with the autocannon could hit these guys if we move one step further. I mean, unlikely to actually land hits though, right? Very poor accuracy. Roll out to here a little bit. He doesn't have the kind of vision I need, right? He can't see that far. Let's try and score some hits. Sure, got those guys pinned down, that's fine. Up over here, kind of a similar situation again. Esconde.
Sir.
Pike. Oh, that was a walker, wasn't it? Something terrifying this way comes. That's alright, that's alright. Not too worried about you. Wetteroth, can you... Yes, you can. They're in cover, so low accuracy. In which case, Sachin... And your turn first. There's nothing else that's revealed itself, so let's fire away up here. Might as well. Probably able to get them suppressed with 2 salvos. Yeah, just, again, impact their action points, get 1 kill, pin them down even. Hot damn. That was a lot better than I'd anticipated. Round 7. Tech, I think you're the opening move again, bud. I think you're the opening move again, and I think we take the minigun down over here. Regular fire, try and finish these guys off as much as possible, and automatically get these guys either pinned or suppressed as well, but there's so few of them that they're barely going to be a problem, right? Oh wow, the adjacency didn't do as much as I'd hoped. You guys pinned? Now you're deployed. Here, fire one of these. Actually got one. That's good stuff. Bog, buddy. Fire away. That's that problem taken care of. And down over here. Yeah, a couple kills. I'll take it. Is the artillery coming through? Good stuff. Ex-Conde. Let's burn. Yeah, there's that walker. Here, let's fire up here, get these guys pinned. Again. They use their turn up just to unpin, basically. There you go. Beauty. It's funny. We could have actually taken significantly fewer people on this mission, apparently. Let a lot of people rest, apparently. But how could we have known? How could we have known? Cardo? You're good? Sachin, you're good? Nolan's come closer. So, Pike, you're good? I mean, Tech's done the bulk of the work here. He's actually visible now as well. I just realized. Gotta solve that problem. Beauty. Okay. Bog, I mean, sure, fire away. That's very close. This guy's like barely hanging on. Breathing on him should kill him.
Failure is only a test.
Damn. I see a bit of damage there. Could even lose a squatty. Now we're good. Ex-Conde. Again, burning your turn, bud. Carta, burn yours. Wetteroth. Pin him down. I'm hoping things reveal themselves, but they're just not. Okay, this ended up being a very, very simple mission. And I think that just boils down to luck, to be perfectly honest. I think that just boils down to luck. Now you reveal yourself. Yeah, we can be RTB. Any reason to stay out here? You in range? Oh, you are. Come on, Sachin's out there with the laser rifle. How can I not, right? Love it. Love it. And I think we got these guys fleeing as well as a result. And with that... and with that... I think, yes, we are officially RTB. That was simple. That was super simple. I do think we just got very lucky. Our positioning must have, I don't know, scared the enemy off. Or done something. It was an interesting move for these guys to pull back. Maybe they were waiting for some reinforcements to show up or something like that. The mines did a lot of work, actually. I was a little disappointed by their placement, but they did a lot of work here. Actually, were probably integral to our survival. And who knows how... if these guys had stayed alive, things could have played out very differently, actually. Because who knows what was able to see us, right? Who knows what was waiting out in the shadows to just rip Pike apart. Oh, I mean, heck, we know one thing that was waiting in the shadows, right? Also, I really love this blind kill. I'm glad we made that call. I like that a lot. Also extremely threatening. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll take that. Expecting more of a challenge, but I'll take that. See what the official debrief says. No way. Alright. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. Auto laser for a vehicle. Would have liked a full-on vehicle, I suppose, but I'll take this. Beauty. And quite a bit of equipment too. What do we have here? SIPV, standard protective vest, armor of 40, armor durability of 40, and 2 accessory slots. Supply cost of just 10. Not bad. We got ourselves some scrap bombs for good, I believe, anti-armor, no? No, scrap bombs are anti-infantry. Sorry, I was thinking about, I forget the name of the other one, that you get from pirates. Frag grenades, some K-packs, an actual proper RPG. Oh, I'm so happy for Carta. I'm so happy for Carta. This will be a nice upgrade for her. It's been a long time coming. This will be a nice upgrade for her. And then we've also got a bundle grenade. A couple bundle grenades, actually. Beauty. This was great. We got all of our secondary objectives. Relatively simple mission, all things considered. Genuinely surprised. This could have easily gone a lot worse. I've seen these be... I mean, you guys have seen these be ridiculous in against the bugs. They can be even more ridiculous against the rogue army. But good stuff. All right. No damage taken. No one died. Tech held that southern front entirely on his own. That's not true, actually. Wetteroth did help a little bit. Bog was really there as like, he was there to have fun. Yeah, it was fish in a barrel, and he's like, well, I've got the shotgun, right? So really, though, it was Tech really holding the line there. That worked out wonderfully. I'm glad we moved him into that position nice and early. Our decisions really at the planning phase paid off. And I think that's why this felt so simple. Sachin as well, buddy. Got so much work done. Cool. Couple kills distributed along the lot. Poor ex-Conde. I mean, he did kill an individual, just not a squad. And it did cause some suppression, if I recall correctly, that helped. But, you know, it's all useful, but... And Pike, of course, in the support role properly this time. Good stuff. Very pleased. Very, very pleased. And that leaves us with a lot to actually spend in the black market to pick stuff up with. Let's say we get rid of the flamethrower. Let's say we get rid of... I mean, what else? Flashbang I'll probably rarely use. And even though the protective vest is not junk, let's pretend. Let's get rid of the soft armor. It's only 15, but let's pretend we get rid of it, right? What do we end up with? 365. We could get the designator. And we could get the recon bot. We could get that second VMAT I was talking about. There's the healing. Disposable AT. Haven't used it in a while, the one we have, but, you know, it's an option. Maybe with a couple more points spent. Like if we get rid of one of our crowbars, we can get ourselves a grenade launcher. I got more trade value than I know what to do with, I feel like. So that's why I turn to you for your opinion. Let me know what you guys think we should pick up from the black market here. We got 365 to spend. We could pick up some more dossier. There's that as well, right? Just the one available of each type, but we can pick them up and get some more squad leaders in here as well. But there is some interesting equipment available to us too. Stuff to think about between sessions, folks. Next time we're going to break through and try and get all units to the evac zone. Let's just take a quick peek. Now you know this isn't the reality. You know this ain't the truth. In fact, how little's on the battlefield just feels like... it just makes it feel worse. We'll find out next time, folks. I hope you enjoyed this session. Relatively easy, relatively calm and quiet, actually. So I hope the Rogue Army puts up a bigger fight. I know it's not like, oh, it's an introductory operation, and so they're easier. Though enemies do get harder over time, they unlock more units and stuff like that. Though that is a thing. In previous campaigns that I've played, I've not had my first operation against the rogue army be easy or anything like that. And those were in like easier difficulties, so I'm a little surprised, but I'll count my blessings. 64 squaddies, 232 promotion points, and maybe with how things are going, maybe the OCI components I need to pick up something expensive between this operation and the next. But anyway, folks, if you had a good time, let me know. Hit that like button, leave a comment down below. As always, makes a very big difference, and let me know what people are enjoying on the channel. Letting me know what I should do more or less of, how I should go about doing it. You've heard it countless times. It's because it is that important to how I approach things on the channel. But with that said, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.